Hello everyone, my name is Holly, and during this hour we will be doing a vocabulary activity on My Cup of Tea, a vocabulary and reading activity. And we'll have some comprehension questions, some language work, looking at the language, and then of course do some discussions on a lot of different types of topics. So, all right, it'll be nice to work with all of you who come. And again, my name is Holly, and we are going to do the lesson called My Cup of Tea. So right now I am in Idaho, where it is 11 p.m. on Monday evening, and I guess it would be 7 a.m. in Western Europe, 8 a.m. in 8 and 9 a.m. in Eastern Europe. Anyway, we will be doing an exercise called My Cup of Tea. So we'll start talking about, we'll do a discussion before we read. We will look at some vocabulary activities, and then we will read. And then we will have some comprehension questions. Then we will do some language work. And then we will talk about the present perfect progressive. We will have some mini conversations on topics, and then we will do some discussion questions, and mostly about drinking tea. So that is what we will be doing. So my name is Holly, and I am originally from Idaho. And where it is 11 o'clock here. So, hello, Carlos. How are you today? Nice to see you.
Hello. Nice to see you too. How are you?
Oh, very good.
It's good. So
And
can you hear me well? I haven't.
yeah. I think it was yesterday or earlier today. I couldn't hear you very well. It was like your mouth was not very close to the microphone or something. But now I can hear you fine.
Thank you.
So, yeah. Jorgen, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I do hear a kind of an echo from one of you.
I can
I'm
hear
not
some.
sure.
Can hear some distortion from your sound too. So I guess it's a connection problem. There was no problem yesterday when I joined another class. So
Okay.
it's some kind of where you are, perhaps.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah. No, I was just was hearing myself. It wasn't you. It was it was Carlos. So because he muted, and then I no longer heard myself. So there was an echo. But you sound totally fine. So hello, good morning, Cornell. How are you today?
Hi, Orient High class. I'm okay, but I have been late. Yeah, so
You've been late? Okay.
yeah. 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I guess you're 5 minutes late. Everybody was late this morning.
Yeah, we were having breakfast.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yes, you're having breakfast. Okay. So what did you have for breakfast?
Um, there was Easter, and I ate some cakes.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
All right. All right. And So let's go ahead and get started. We have the topic is my cup of tea. So the first question is, do you drink tea? What kind of tea do you drink? So Carlos, do you drink tea? What kind of tea do you drink?
Actually, I don't drink tea. I rather a cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a custom in Mexico to drink tea.
Okay.
Only
Yeah.
when you are sick and your throat are irritated, you might have a cup of tea, but
Okay. So
it's more traditional coffee.
some people drink tea probably, but not as many. There's more coffee drinkers than tea drinkers. So, Jorgen, how about you? Do you drink tea? What kind of tea do you drink?
Yes, no, I don't drink any tea. I only drink coffee.
Okay. And are there tea drinkers in Denmark, or is tea very
I drank a lot of tea when I was younger, and my father also enjoyed tea, but I guess in Denmark we like coffee no more.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Okay.
it has to do with the weather and the fact that coffee gives you a greater enhancement in because of the caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you like a kick in the morning, so you can concentrate and wake up and there's not too much caffeine in tea as there is in coffee.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Yeah, there isn't as much caffeine in tea, that's for sure.
Caffeine, yes.
Yeah. And Cornell, how about you? Do you drink tea? What kind of tea do you drink?
No, no, I don't. Absolutely not. I would prefer to drink mineral water rather than tea. But my wife likes all of tea.
Okay.
Yeah, instead of coffee because we don't drink any coffee.
Okay, you guys don't drink
Yeah.
coffee, but she does like a good cup of tea sometimes.
Yeah.
So, or
Not sometimes, always.
always okay. And you
Always.
prefer the mineral water.
Yeah.
All right. And Salvatore, how about you? Do you drink tea? What kind of tea do you drink?
Good morning, Ali. Hi. I sometimes drink tea because I prefer to drink coffee. When I drink tea, I will take green tea.
Okay. Okay. All right. It's kind of ironic. Several weeks ago, I did a class on coffee. Okay, so it's a material about coffee, and all the students, including myself, didn't drink any coffee. And now we're doing a class on tea, and nobody drinks tea. So funny. So. Or nobody drinks tea all that much, not like every day. So, Heidi, how are you?
Hello, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. So, Heidi, do you drink tea? What kind of tea do you drink?
Green tea.
Green tea. Okay. And you.
Another one is we call it oolong tea. It came from China.
Okay.
And basic tea is the same, but it's fermented.
Uh-huh.
Green tea is not fermented, but oolong tea is fermented. So color is different, a little amber.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. And you have told me in previous classes that you have several coffee shops that you frequent. Do you drink tea or coffee when you go to the coffee shops?
Coffee, because I don't drink coffee in my house. Coffee shop.
Okay. So you go to the coffee shops to drink coffee, but do you drink tea at home?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And between coffee and tea, I prefer tea. I don't drink coffee ever, and I will drink tea if it has a lot of milk in it. So, which is the European way to drink milk. I mean, drink tea, I think. Definitely not the American way. So I haven't had any tea here.
In Japan, we don't add anything to the green tea. Only drink straight. No.
Oh, really?
Sugar. So like that, the green tea is like that. But American said, I put the sugar. Really, I was very surprised.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Of course, Americans. My did I tell you, Heidi, about one time my dad, when he was visiting in me in Finland, I made some rice, and he said, "Holly, you're serving it wrong." And he had me get a bowl, and then he put milk in it and sugar. I was like, "No, Dad, you don't eat rice that way." So anyway, let's look. We're going to do a reading on this topic, and so we're going to. These are some of the key vocabulary words. We've got to consume, popularity, cancer, benefit, community, and to switch. What we'll do before we do the reading is quickly match these words together with the definition. So, Carlos, could you read the definition on the right-hand side?
A serious illness. Cancer.
Yeah, cancer is a serious illness. Perfect. Okay, and Heidi, could you read the next one?
Number 2, popularity.
No, on the right-hand side.
I don't know.
So he's got.
A
So
group.
cancer. Yeah.
A group, community.
Okay. So a group would be community. Perfect. Community. We need to make that further over. Okay, and Jorgen, can you read the next one on the right-hand side?
Yes. A group.
The third one.
Change from one thing to another.
So what would that be?
That's the. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah.
Switch. Change from one thing to another.
Yes, to switch. Perfect. To switch would be to change from one thing to another. Okay, and Cornell, the next one?
Eat or drink, consume.
To consume. Perfect. To consume. Okay, and Salvatore, the next one.
A good effect is benefit.
Benefit. Okay, and then the final one, Carlos.
How many people like something? Popularity. Yes,
popularity. Perfect. All right, so let's read the following text. Salvatore, can you start with the first paragraph?
Yes. Food scientists often tell us that we should eat more fruit and vegetables. They say that to keep fit and healthy, both a good diet and regular exercise are important. Recently, some scientists have been recommending something else as well, drinking tea.
Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about pronunciation of several words that are problematic for pretty much all language learners. For example, this word first, fruit or like suit. You do not say the I. So fruit.
Fruit.
So you might fruit. Yeah. So that's that one. And this one, vegetables. So in this one, we have a couple vowels that we do not actually pronounce. see, vegetables. Vegetables. Okay, and okay, there's something wrong with this. Vegetables. Okay, and then we have this word right here. The UGH is not, you do not pronounce it. So this would be, excuse me, though.
Though.
H-O, though. So, and remember, Salvatore and everyone, when you say the TH, remember the tongue slightly comes out of the mouth. Though.
No.
Though. So it's slightly out of the mouth. All right. Cornell, could you read the next paragraph?
Yeah, sorry, my son is on my lap.
Okay.
Okay, no problem. People have been drinking tea for over 3,000 years. Tea was originally used as a medicine in China, but later people started drinking it of pleasure. The popularity of tea spread first throughout Asia and then to Europe and the US.
Okay, so this word right here, in Cornell, is instead of throw out. In this one, even though this one is though, this one with the R is through.
Throughout.
So, yep, throughout.
Okay.
Throughout, and also with this word medicine. Instead of medicine. So, all right. Hello, Ken. Nice to see you again.
Yes, hello. Good to see you again.
All right. And Jorgen, could you read this paragraph?
After water, tea is the second most popular drink in the world. People drink many different kinds of tea, hot, cold, and with or without milk. Green tea, often consumed in Asia, is said to have many health benefits. Sometimes some scientists say that green tea can prevent cancer and heart disease and can also help to keep bones strong. Green tea has been growing in popularity in Western countries because of this healthy image.
Perfect, thank you. Heidi, could you read the next one?
Food scientist Dr. Dharma has been studying the effect of tea on the body for over 10 years and believes that drinking tea is good in many ways. He said, although it is difficult to prove a scientific link between tea and good health, a lot of scientists have been changing their ideas about tea. Many scientists now recommend drinking tea as part of a health diet.
Okay, so remember this, healthy. So remember to pronounce the E part. Healthy diet, yeah, perfect. Carlos, can you read the last 2 lines?
Have you been thinking about changing your diet? Why not switch from cola or coffee to something healthier? After all, it might just be your cup of tea.
Oh, yeah. So to be your cup of tea, does anybody know that as an idiom? When someone says, that's not my cup of tea.
It's something that is very easy for you.
Yeah, something easy and something. If you say that's not my cup of tea, it means it's not easy for you. But if it's it's a cup of tea, it's easy. It's something you can definitely do. So you use that in Denmark too, Jorgen? So as an idiom, awesome. All right, Ken. Let's look at these comprehension questions. What do food scientists say is important to keep fit and healthy?
We should eat more fruit and vegetables.
Okay, and that is one thing.
And good diet and regular exercise are important.
Yes, yes. A good diet and a regular exercise is what the text says. But eating more fruit and vegetables is also a very helpful thing. So excellent, thank you. Now, Carlos, how was tea originally used in China?
Original was used as medicine effects.
As a medicine, okay. And it's kind of like, did you guys know, I guess Coca-Cola was as well. It started as a medicine, and then it kind of moved over to a drink. So, Salvatore, what are some benefits of drinking green tea?
The benefits is that if you drink tea, you don't have a cancer for tomorrow.
Okay, so you don't have cancer or heart disease or anything like that. So, all right, so let's see. Yeah, tea can prevent cancer and heart disease and helps keep bones strong. So number 4, Cornell, what has Dr. Dharma been studying?
Sorry, my son is trying to speak something. Question: what has Dr. Dharma been studying? Hello.
Yes, it's in the hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
It's in the first line of the second to the last paragraph. So Dr. Dharma has been studying.
Yeah, according to Dr. Dharma studying, there is a good effect to drink tea for over 20 years, and it is general benefits of drinking tea.
Excellent. So the effects of tea on the body, perfect. And it has been doing it for over 20 years as well. Okay. All right. So I posted the worksheet so you guys can all download it if possible, so you can look back at the at the text and see if you can find 6 sentences in the article that use the present perfect progressive tense. The present perfect progressive. Let's I'll quickly go over this really quick. Bear with me a moment. The present perfect progressive tense indicates a continuous action that has been finished at some point in the past or that has been initiated in the past and continues to happen. The action is usually of limited duration and has some current relatives. She has been running and her heart is still beating fast. The present perfect progressive frequently is used to describe an event in the recent past. It is often accompanied by just in this usage. It has just been raining. So we have so some examples here. Singular, I have been walking. We have been walking. You have been walking. Plural, you have been walking. Singular, he, she, it has been walking. They have been walking. The tense is transformed with the modal have or has for the third person singular subject plus been plus the present participle of the verb with an ing ending. I have been working in the garden all morning. George has been painting that house for as long as I can remember. So so these are just some examples. I'll go ahead and post where I found this. If you guys want to look at this grammar, I guess we can't post those kind of links on. I'm sorry, we can't post. Okay. So if you guys can look back at the article and see if you can find one that starts with some scientists. And why don't we do it this way? Ken, could you do number 1? Look for the one that starts with some scientists. Carlos, could you look for a sentence that starts with people? Heidi, look for a sentence that starts with green tea. Jorgen, with food scientist Dr. Dharma. Cornell, a lot of scientists. And Salvatore, have you. If you guys can look for those.
I cannot see the article.
And the article is on. Do you see on the chat?
Yes.
Do you see the link? Just press on that link.
No, I don't see the link. I see. I don't see the link on the chat. It's a group chat.
Okay.
Okay, I see. Sorry, it was on the other chat.
Yeah, it's on the Verbling chat. So there's the two.
I have to look for some scientists.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Holly.
Sure. Yes.
This tense, this tense means that the action starts in the past and continued in the future, right? Means
correct.
This.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the different respect the present perfect. What is it?
Oh man, this is. So okay, this one is basically it's something that it's a continuous action that has been finished at some point in the past or that was initiated in the past and continues to happen. So it's one or the other. So the present perfect, the present perfect is like you have. It is only the one. Basically, it's that it initiated in the past and continues to happen. So it's just one other choice that you have. So there's she has been. It's basically the difference is when there's when there is a present perfect progressive has the ing form in it. Where if it's present perfect, it is not. You do not have the ing form.
Okay. Yes.
That's basically. I don't want to get really deep into it because I could, and then I'll get confused. So, but if when you look for the ing form, it's got the present perfect, that means it's the present perfect tense. So.
Yes. No, because I wondered when I have to use the present perfect progressive and the present perfect tense. The different when I have to use this.
Yeah, it's basically when it I think the basic one is when the present perfect. For example, I have been running. It's when you need to use the ing form. I always get confused when I get into this area because I don't do a lot of grammar. So, and I knew you guys were going to ask me this, so I should have prepared, and I didn't. So bear with me. So the present perfect tense is formed with a present tense form of to have, plus the past participle. I have walked, for example. I have walked 2 miles already. Run the Boston Marathon. Where with the present perfect progressive, it's I have been walking. So it's something that's happening in the past that is still happening, and it's a continuous action. So I have been singing, for example, I have been singing for over 20 years. So, does that make sense?
I think so. For example, I have been studying English for 3 years.
Yes. So that's the present perfect progressive, where I have studied English for over 3 years is what you would do on the present perfect. Now, when you would say one and when you would say the other is really your choice. I have studied English for 3 years. I have been studying English for 3 years. So one is just a difference in the style in the different sentences. But both the present perfect progressive also has something that happened in the past that is already finished as well. Where the present perfect is you basically have both choices on the what has happened in the past and is continuing to happen. So, all right, is anybody else? Okay, so we've got Heidi and Carlos have put some up in the Verbling chat. So let's start with number one. Ken, can you read your sentence?
Okay. Read my sentence. I found the sentence on the article, but I couldn't.
Read the sentence that you found on the article.
Okay, some scientists have been recommending something else as well. Drink
perfect. Tea. Yes, something else as well. Okay, and then Carlos found people have been drinking tea for over 3,000 years. Heidi, green tea has been growing in popularity in Western countries. Jorgen, what is your sentence?
Well, a lot of scientists have been studying coffee for decades.
Okay, a lot of sciences have been. Okay.
Jordan, sorry, was it the fifth one because it is mine.
Yeah. Okay. No. Well, yeah. Number 4. Oh, yeah. Who's number 4? So, food scientist Dr. Dharma has been studying the effects of tea on the body for over 20 years. Okay. And Cornell, what did you find?
Fifth one, a lot of scientists have been changing their idea about tea.
Okay, so I guess there's several of them that starts with a lot of scientists. And then Salvatore, did you find one?
Have you been thinking about changing your diet?
As a matter of fact, I have been, and now I'm intrigued. Or I have been intrigued. I've actually been thinking, okay, what do I want to drink if I don't drink soda? So all right, so let's change these sentences to use the present perfect progressive tense. So Billy studies physics. He started when he was 16. Sarah studies history. She started 5 years ago. Billy has been studying physics since he was 16. Sarah has been studying history for 5 years. Okay. So Ken, can you change number 1 into the present perfect continuous or present perfect progressive? Ken? Hello? Okay, maybe he's having internet problems. Carlos, can you try number 1?
Yes. Thomas plays the piano. He started when he was 7. Maybe Thomas plays the piano. He has been playing since he was 7.
Okay. How about this? Instead of Thomas plays the piano, we can say Thomas has been playing the piano since he was 7.
Okay.
And okay, and then number 2, Heidi, can you try that one?
Bob is waiting for a train. He started writing about an hour ago. Bob has been waiting for a train for 1 hour.
Okay, yes. So Bob has been waiting for a train for 1 hour, or you can say for almost an hour. Okay. All right. And Jorgen has said he's gone away. Cornell, can you try number 3?
Christine is sleeping. She went to bed at midnight. Christine has been sleeping since midnight.
Perfect. Christine has been sleeping since midnight. That is absolutely correct. And Salvatore, can you do number 4?
Sue is reading a book in the library. She started reading at 10 o'clock this morning. Sue has been reading a book in the library for since at 10 o'clock this morning.
Perfect. So you tried the 4 and you realized, no, that doesn't work. So you went on to the 10, the since. Perfect. All right. Ken, are you back? Are you able to speak? Okay. So the next one, my son plays baseball. He first played when he was in elementary school. Does anybody want to try this one?
Maybe my son has been playing baseball since elementary school. He was in elementary school.
Since he was in elementary school. And you're the baseball fan, so this is perfect. So
yes.
I was like, aren't you the baseball fan? Yeah. So because you're baseball, and then Cornell and Salvatore are soccer. So I don't know about Jorgen or Heidi or Ken, but all right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to have some mini conversations on these topics. We have studying English, studying something else, where you live or work, and your free time. So for example, Salvatore and Cornell, could you read this? Salvatore, could you be A, and Cornell, could you read B?
Okay. What do you like to do in your free time?
Well, I have been playing football quite a lot.
Really? How long have you been playing football?
Since I was a kid. How about you? Have you been playing any sports? Salvatore, have you been playing any sports?
Sorry. Okay.
He wasn't going to continue.
Okay. When I have free time, I have been play football with my friends.
So playing football with your friends. All right. Thank you. Excellent. All right. And Heidi and Carlos, can you try to have a conversation on either studying English or what? Also your free time, where you live or work or whatever. Carlos, why don't you start the conversation, and Heidi can. You guys can go back and forth.
Okay. Hello, Heidi. How do you like to do in your free time?
Well, I saw some clothes, jacket, or blouse, or skirt, or pants for me.
Okay. So, Heidi, could you say that again?
Mm-hmm. Well, I saw a lot of clothes, a jacket, or blouse, or a skirt, or a pant for me.
Ah, okay. Did you understand that, Carlos?
I'm not quite sure. Sorry.
Okay. Another way you can say, Heidi, is you can say, I well, I go shopping a lot.
No. I make.
Oh, sew. Okay, sew. Okay, SEW. I'm sorry. Yeah, I sew a lot of clothes. I'm sorry. I thought you had said saw. to sew. To sew.
Oh.
Okay, so she makes. So say that again, Heidi. Now we understand. I was hearing a different word.
Do you usually sew your own clothes or friends' clothes?
Good. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, I don't want to make clothes in the winter season. It's too cold. But now it's spring. Like I've been sewing my blouse since last week.
Oh, I think that is great because my mother used to sew our clothes.
Wow.
So I think it's a very entertaining pastime or a hobby. It's a very entertaining hobby.
Mm. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, Heidi, you can say, "How about you? What do you like to do?"
What do you like to spend your free time?
Well, I like first of all spend some quality time with my daughters, and then I played in a baseball team and with colleagues from my work, and we play on Sundays, and that's almost it. If I had more free time, I usually spend that time in YouTube or here in Berlin.
How long have you been playing baseball?
Since I was a kid, about 20 years or something like that. Well, I think 20 years.
Wow. Great.
Yeah. I wasn't even aware baseball was popular in Mexico. I knew it was popular in Japan.
In Japan, it's very popular.
Yeah.
Yes, it's in the north part of Mexico. In the south part of Mexico, soccer is more popular.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So now let's have some mini conversations. Ken and Jorgen, are either one of you back? Okay, Ken's back.
Yes.
Yes, I'm back too.
Okay, both of you. Okay, can you guys have also have a mini conversation about whatever topic you choose?
I was studying English.
Okay.
What do you like to do in your free time?
My free time, I'd like. I often go to the swimming pool to swim and listen to music and attending violin class. How about you, Jordan?
Well, I like to go for a walk in the woods, and sometimes I like to take pictures. What kind of music do you like?
Maybe I like classic rock, and but now I like all genres of music. So I listen to a lot of different types of music.
So where do you live?
I live in southwest Japan, and yes, and where do you live? May I ask?
Yes, I live in Denmark.
Oh, nice.
It's in Europe. It's in Europe. Yes.
Oh, and kind of. You said you are taking the picture, and what kind of picture are you taking?
I like to take pictures of nature, landscapes, and the sort. I do not take portrait photos because I haven't got many friends to photograph, but I always wanted to take pictures of people, especially children. I think they are wonderful motive and subject for photographs, and also perhaps some animals like dogs can also be a nice motive. But I have to settle for nature, and sometimes I even take pictures of stars at night using my camera with a long exposure to make sure I gather enough light to make a decent photograph.
Are you using desktop camera or analog camera? Which do you prefer?
What camera I use? I use a DSLR camera. I use a Canon entry-level model with a objective that comes with the house. It's the cheapest DSLR you can get, but it's it's my first, so I wouldn't buy an expensive one. But a DSLR, as you know, you can always change the objective, or the lens, and buy a more expensive lens and build up according to your skills. If you're a beginner, then you can use a cheaper camera, and then if you get more skills and you use more time taking pictures, then you can buy a more expensive camera.
I see. So, yeah, okay. And nowadays, people, processing the image after they shot the image. And what do you think so? How do you think so?
Well,
And
if I pull myself together, I take pictures in the RAW mode. That is, that is pictures that are not processed in the camera. It is pictures that is so-called RAW. So you have to put them in a software program, and then you can change the colors and the lighting and all sorts of things, and then you get the best result. It's called a digital. What do you call it? Dark chamber.
Yeah, the basically we call it a dark room.
Yes, a digital dark room. But normally I take pictures in the JPG mode. That means the camera does the initial processing,
Colors.
so that the pictures get decent.
Yeah, that's amazing. All right, guys, thank you very much. You you did speak a long time. You did a good job on that. So thank you very much. All right, so let's go ahead and ask some questions. First of all, the first question: do you drink tea? Why or why not? We've already actually answered that question. Let's go to Salvatore. What kind of tea do you like? Why do you like it?
I like to drink the green tea because I used to drink this kind of tea, and I don't have any reason for to drink this kind of tea. I usually drink tea when, for example, when I have sore throat, when I don't feel well, because I prefer anyway. I prefer to drink coffee.
Okay, thank you. And Cornell, does the article make you want to try drinking tea? Why or why not?
In my opinion, I will not drink any tea in the future because I don't like it, and another drawback is to go water closet because of drinking tea. Yeah, it is the same situation as I drink beer. And I always drink water, simply water instead of tea. And as I mentioned before, my wife likes drinking tea a lot.
Yeah. So you don't drink beer any more than you drink tea?
Yes, you are right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. The next question, Jorgen, do you agree with the scientists? Do you think that tea is healthy? And you are muted, Jorgen, just in case you're speaking. Are you there? Okay, so we'll go on. Heidi, do you agree with the scientists? Do you think that tea is healthy?
Yeah, I think so. Green tea contains a lot of vitamin C. Before I heard, many ship crews had a long travel with their ship, Then only Chinese and Japanese people are quite healthy because in the ship there are lack of vegetables and fruit, so they get vitamin C. So other foreigners got sick.
Okay, but so foreigners got sick in
Japanese and Chinese crew always drink green tea, so it's very healthy.
Didn't get sick.
Contains a lot of vitamin C and D, vitamin D for our bones.
Okay, so if you drink, question for you, Heidi. If you drink green tea and you put milk and sugar in it, does it take the nutrients out or the nutrition out?
Nutrients the same, but I've never put sugar and milk, so it's very weird for me.
So yeah, for me, I do it because I would do it because of the taste. I don't like the taste of tea. So, but my question is, if I put those two items in, would it still be healthy?
Yeah, so it doesn't change. The nutrient is the same.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Carlos, why is tea such a popular drink?
That's a hard question to me because here in Mexico there's not much tradition. But I think this is because the Britain people popularized the tea over the world. And they spread the tradition of take a cup of tea in the afternoon. So
Okay.
I think that might be a possibility, but I'm not sure why it's so popular.
Okay.
Maybe for the medicinal effects that the cup of tea may have.
Yeah, and I'm not sure why it's popular either. Does anybody know why tea is popular? Excuse me. Anyone have an opinion as to why tea is such a popular drink?
Maybe, in my opinion, maybe since in England they usually drink coffee at 5 o'clock, maybe this is popular around the world.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, I know it's interesting because in British English they have these tea times, and they don't necessarily drink tea, but it's called tea times. So, all right. Ken, do you eat and drink healthily? Do you have a good diet or a bad diet? Why why?
I think I drink healthily. I like thinking about kind of nutritious balance or healthy diet. That's my hobby actually. Kind of.
Okay.
I like but so I if I buy some prepared food, I always add some vegetables or fruits.
Okay.
And I rarely drink Coke actually. I know Coke originally was a medicine, but maybe it contains a lot of sugar. Even without sugar, it has some other chemicals. So, and I often have a canker sore. So maybe I think it's related. After I drink a lot of Coke, I will have a canker sore. So
Really?
some spices. So nowadays I refrain drinking Coke, but I know it's American culture, and I drank a lot. In America.
Yeah, I know that. Well, I have I've always drank a lot of soda, and my family actually, a lot of my family members do too. But it's actually something that I have tried to quit through the years, and I'll quit for 6 months or a year, and then I'll start up again. Then I'll quit, and then I'll start up again.
Yeah.
So it's like smokers. For me, it's soda, my soda pop addiction. So, as I look at my Pepsi Max over here, there on the table. So, Jorgen, what don't you eat or drink enough of? What do you eat or drink too much of?
Well, I actually drink a lot, too much coffee, I believe.
Okay.
But there are, of course, different opinions on that. Some believe coffee are very healthy, and some think say you shouldn't drink more than 3 or 4 cups a day.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't eat. I don't think I eat enough of vegetables,
mm-hmm.
fruit. Also, and perhaps I eat more like. I like to eat toast and so forth with ham and cheese, and there's a lot of fat in that.
Mm-hmm.
So foods that are easy to prepare, and because I live single and I don't have a wife to prepare food, and so go for the easier things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's. I mean, I'm the same way. I'm being a single woman. It's just easier to make it. It's when I'm cooking for other people, I eat better than when I'm cooking for just myself, because you can be just a bit lazier, I guess. But so I can identify with that. All right. Salvatore, what are some popular foods and drinks that people consume for their health?
I think fish, then vegetables, fruit, and I want to say that one time I read an article where described it that if you eat pizza, your stomach can be benefit because pizza is healthy for your stomach.
I've heard that too. But now, Salvatore, I just heard my brother-in-law was telling me that spaghetti was not invented in Italy. Is that true?
Probably because I hear that invented in China, but in Naples people could make spaghetti better.
All right.
Maybe.
All right. Well, everyone, I want to thank you for your participation in this lesson, and I hope you learned some new words and phrases. And those of you who are in Europe, have a wonderful day. And those of you who are in Asia or Japan, I guess in this class, have a wonderful afternoon and evening. And Carlos, when you finally get to bed, sleep well. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you all. Thank you very much. Bye.